I'm Kyle Gorman with the Employer Blueprint, and today we're going to talk about how to establish the foundation of your hiring processes. So the first thing I want you to do is clearly define what you need and not what you want. Let me give you an example. Talked to a client just earlier this week, and as he called and we got to talking about what he was trying to do in the organization, he felt like he needed a basic administrative assistant. And so I started asking some questions to uncover, well, what are you trying to do, and where's this person going to be? What's their office going to look like? What kind of environment they're going to be in? And what we ultimately realized is he needed more of an office manager with good people skills to help with a new retail environment that he was looking to open. Much different than a basic administrative assistant, what he needed was a true office manager to help drive the operation and to help keep him organized, and someone that's also going to be great with his customers whenever they come into this retail location. So what we were able to do is uncover what he really needs and not just what he felt like he wanted. So the second thing that you need to do is make sure you do your research to ensure that what you're looking for is realistic in your market. And this includes salary and benefits as well. So as an example, this same client, as I'm talking to him, he said, well, I'm looking at someone that maybe I could pay $10 to $11 an hour. Well, frankly, in his market, for a basic entry-level administrative person, he could probably do that. But as we uncovered what his need was, now we're able to go out, look in his market, understand what's out there, and find out that, in reality, to be able to find the person that you really need, you're probably going to be looking at $13 to $15 an hour. Now, the good thing is, what we were able to establish is that by paying a little extra and the type of person, the qualifications and skills he's able to find for that, that person will pay for themselves instead of just simply being a cost to the organization. Another example that oftentimes comes up is that in some markets, commission-only salespeople, that's a normal thing, and you see that a lot in certain markets and certain geography around the country. But in other locations, commission-only salespeople are very, very rare to find, and there are very few positions that really have successful commission salespeople. So you've got to do your research to understand if what you're looking for and what you need are going to be realistic as you begin your search. So the third thing we want to pay attention to is, let's make sure we understand the personality and the demographic that's going to fit into your organization. So once we've established what we need and we know that it's realistic, now what we can do is make sure that we're thinking through and thinking about the type of person that's going to really work well in our organization. So I'm going to go back to my previous example before. In this particular situation, this is going to be an environment where the person that gets hired is the only person that's going to be in this retail location most of the time, which means they need someone that can be very independent and can be self-motivated, because if not, then they're never going to get anything done, and they're going to see that as a hiring failure instead of a hiring success. So it's important to really think about what's going to work well in your organization, what's going to work well for your culture, what type of person and personality are going to fit well with you, and what type of person is going to fit well with the others in your organization and the type of company that you're running. In fact, for some more information specifically on how to understand personal preferences, you can refer back to another video we have on interview questions. And the last thing that I'm going to recommend as we establish a foundation for your hiring processes is don't hire family and friends. We've all made this mistake. It happens all the time. And I'm not saying that it doesn't work sometimes, but I'm saying the vast majority of the time, it is not what you expected it to be. So I'm going to go ahead and put the recommendation out there that, especially for smaller businesses and entrepreneurs, this is a mistake that we often make. We want to hire family and friends because we think, well, we know them, we get along with them, but oftentimes we don't necessarily align in our core mission, vision, and values. And if we can't align with those things, then it's never going to work to have family and friends. And when they aren't exceeding expectations, it creates a very uncomfortable situation for you as the employer and them as the employee. So I'm just going to make a blanket recommendation not to hire family and friends. So we've established the foundation of your hiring processes. Obviously, there's a lot that can be built on from here, but if you can break it down into these 4 things before you ever start your search for your next key hire and the next key employee, I believe you're going to have a good long-term hire that's going to make a great impact in your organization. I'm Kyle Gorman with the Employer Blueprint, and if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our YouTube channel.